Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with more Divisional Disaster Tournament. Of course, I am Con Ulrich.
And I'm Rangroo, hello.
And on Haroshoje, Rang, who is facing in this other semi-final?
Left-hand side in blue, we have Brigadier General Tur once again playing as Group Tronia. Right-hand side, you have White Eagle playing as 44th Infantry, Guards Infantry. Yes.
So, guys, as you might have been able to suspect here, we do have a loser from Tuesday in this match, but a reminder, the winner of this match goes on to actually play the winner of last match. I don't want to expressly say who it was, but if you click on that video, I'm sure you can figure it out pretty quickly. What should we expect from this matchup here with these particular creations?
Brigadier or Right Eagle deck of Group Tronia, still definitely one of the more worse decks in this tournament. But it's a little bit more generous compared to her Roberts. It actually has some decent infantry, like Sturmovikis with double flamethrowers.
I am certainly interested to see what happens with that. Actually, I'm watching this push down to the south.
I know.
These 5 Superiors, and it's kind of unfortunate that he's dropping the artillery as far back as he is.
Mm-hmm. And you got Strokey Comratis coming in. And then some snipers coming in as well. Yeah, this is definitely a little bit more of a generous deck for General Tur to play with.
But he is down 15-9 right now, so he's got to do something pretty quick.
Oh, here comes those cluster bombers, Khan. That AT gun better be seeking in his boots.
Oh, I'm sure he is. Like, why would he want to be, in the middle of a garden? And thank God we have something with a little more firepower here, like that Zis gun to shoot.
Yeah. I'm sure that IR2 will still claim credit for the kill.
Oh, no doubt. Oh, no doubt. Down to the south, a lot of these troops, unfortunately, might want to retreat, but the NKVD says, no, and then he follows his troops into death. So at least he led and died from the near front.
This is one thing I do like about this tournament is that we're seeing front leaders actually having to lead from the front and fight from the front. They can't just hide behind their horde of Strokeys or Grenadiers. Oh no. They're the ones you have to push and take territory.
What the heck is firing at them? There's an artillery piece. Oh no, it's an 82 mil, okay.
Yeah.
Looks like another IL-2 is coming in. He's going to go towards the south. I thought might be perhaps he'd be going towards the center of town after those Sturmovikis, but nope, that is not to be the case.
I hope Right Eagle actually uses his IL-2s to actually do some strafing runs, because like, two 23mm cannons, that's not bad. You can do some decent damage.
I think he heard you, because it looks like he's going after one of the Strokey Comratis pretty quickly. Oh, never mind.
Nope, he's just flying around, enjoying the clear sky, so to speak, because there's no flak to flak him off.
Well, if memory serves, I don't really think that What Equals deck goes too heavy into that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't recall.
If there is AA, it's probably just good technicals. A lot of these Russian decks have just been just good technicals and action guns.
I think I like technicals better. We'll look on the eastern side of the map here, of course. Brigadier General Tur's gift to his opponent is a metric buttload. In fact, that's a very technical term as well, a PTRS squad. So we're seeing a bunch of them being brought in right now.
Here comes the bombs.
I haven't been watching that at this point.
Doing nothing. You're not missing much. The middle is going pretty interesting though, because Brigadier General, he's pushing him pretty hard. Like, those tank Comratis, they're pretty decent squads, because they actually have a sniper rifle attached to NSMGs, which is... That's a pretty good, command squad, all things considering.
Now, the unfortunate thing for them, though, too, is that the sniper rifle has barely any ammo. I'm sure it's like, what, 15, 20 rounds? 15 rounds.
Yeah, 15 rounds, which is... You'd think, the sniper would carry a little bit more.
I think it's more like they found a sniper rifle on the ground, gave it to, Ivan, you are now the sniper, and thus the sniper of the Comrati squad was born. Well, you can look at these recon squads. Recon squads with 11 guys. We have 9 guys with most of the guns. That clearly tells me that those guys got screwed on the sniper rifle front.
Yeah. All we have to do is give one of them a scope and a bent boat.
Exactly. And make them work next to Ralphine, so we'll be all set.
Got U2s as well.
Yep. Well, these are the 100 kg variety, so I'm actually kind of excited for these because these can actually do some legitimate damage.
Yep.
But I never saw biplane be quite that durable before.
Yeah, those 50 cal machine guns are pretty terrible.
And that truck doesn't like high explosives very much.
Oh no, he's slowly coming towards me.
Ooh, if you look down to the south, there's a PTRS, like, menagerie that's going to get pounded by artillery. Here it comes. Any second now.
Come on.
There we go. Now, not that the Soviets would know it like this, but right now they're in what we call the baseball diamond formation.
Are any of them going to get the home run, yo?
No, I'm pretty sure some of them actually are not even going to cross first base. They're not even safe no matter where they are. And you can see that right now, one squad going down, 2 more getting pinned. And that last squad is just thanking his lucky comrades that he's not under the meat of that barrage.
Yeah. These sniper squads pushing in hard. I mean, these sniper squads are really potent in this sort of matchup. And once you have to get, the snipes down. Actually, no, the Comrade is holding pretty well.
The Camarati, though, is just as SVTs. So, I mean, you are seeing right now that single PPSH is, I think, going to take him out before... Yep, there we go.
Yep. And finally, more recon dudes being brought in. Yeah, it says this is a much kinder deck for General Tur compared to last match. Just having a squad that's 11 guys is huge, literally.
I think, are we going to see... I think we maybe have an... Yep, we have an IL-2 coming in with cluster bombs, but he's there just to pick off each of these U-2s. And all 3 of them have disappeared magically.
Managed to get out in the nick of time. But Tur has managed to secure the central town position now, pretty much kicking Right Eagle completely out of it. And it's got a nice 15-9.
Well, the southern position locked up pretty well as well. Now, I do want to see... Never mind. There was a bike that was there, and I was actually kind of, inspired to check out what that bike with a DP might be able to do. But that DP was about as effective as a show from the First War, so...
Yeah, really right now, Right Eagle is pretty much relying pretty heavily on these mortars to keep him alive and to keep the infantry at bay. But with nothing really between him and the mortars, I don't think that's gonna last him all that long.
It does not seem so. I mean, we have a Zis gun, but that's about it.
Yeah. This gun is a little bit outnumbered, especially if that flamethrower squad comes knocking by.
Outnumbered, but never outfought. Except by anything that has a gun.
Yeah.
Now, it's kind of interesting as well, just to watch up to the north. We are seeing... Oh, sorry, the central town, really. The northern part of the town. The Superi might get aggressed on by these motorcycle troops. And if he goes down, that's already 17-7, isn't it? Yep, there we go. Could be 8. Actually, could be a -3 in there. That is too.
That's brutal. There we go. Now two actually doing some decent damage for a change.
And that's one thing already. And the mortars are desperately trying to help out their cut-off comrades. But even if they kill all of that material, there is now true front line, and I put that heavily in quotes, equipment in the area. Stroki Komrati's moving on in. And I believe this will probably be the end of the mortars, as a T-34-76 might get eyes on. No, just barely shy.
(21-3). That is quite remarkable. Will we see a full collapse?
I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical for a full collapse. And I can't tell you why, but I'm skeptical for a full collapse.
Yeah, I can see it. The central flags are a little bit deep in enemy territory.
Yes, that's one reason for it. These mortar barrage. Okay, I thought the mortars were actually maybe dropping smoke to protect themselves, but not to be the case.
PTS squads trying to charge in down south. I don't think they're gonna get that much done, especially if they run right into an anti-tank gun.
Probably not. But if you want to see it, check all of the material being brought on in. What's that, like literally 20 squads of PTRSs? I think it might be
It's
16.
too many. It's too many. That's what it is. But that's the tournament. That's PTRS spam. So Roofs, I've seen so many PTRSs in this bloody tournament, and I think in my entire playtime
career,
of
yeah.
actual SD2 matches.
The thing is, like, this is the kind of moment, though, I'd like to see these tanks being brought on in. I'd love to see these T-34 Combarantes come in against the 16 PTRS squads.
Imagine
Sorry,
being
14.
inside of that tank where you're just being shot at by 14 PTRSs. That must be a terrifying sound. There's constant ding, 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 ding from all sides. Like those things are high-velocity rounds trying to penetrate your armor.
It's like heavy rain. Yeah, it's absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? The game might last long enough for us to see it, and I'm fascinated to see that happen. Meanwhile, to the center, we are going to see that a couple, at least one of those mortar positions has been taken out, and it's really a crapshoot to see whether or not the PTRS can shoot and take out that T-34 Combaranti opposing.
Yeah.
Never mind. But I feel like if the T-34-85s can be brought on in and cause some issues for Brigadier General, then we could see a minor reversal. But when you have 15 squads moving on in, I don't see too much of that happening.
Yeah, those T-34s are pretty scary, as, my god, they're pretty much heavy tanks in this sort of engagement. But he has no infantry to back them up. And, well, if you don't have infantry, you don't have eyes. And if you don't have eyes, you can't really do much.
That's for darn sure. And the first of the anti-tank battalion is arriving as we speak. And at current point values, we have 56 seconds. So come on, guys.
Come on.
Charge those T-34s through.
I see them already. And the PTRSs aren't unloading.
Well, 2 squads are down, but we still have 13 more, lads.
There we go. They're charging in.
What other choice do they have? I mean, this is a village of death, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that anti-tank gun, if he was to move a wee bit north, he could get some close range shots. And there we go. PTRSs are going to town.
This is the only game in town for me. Oh, wait. Oh, he's covering so that way this Combaranti can come with a Faust. Oh, my gosh. Brilliant.
Will we get a second kill?
Transmission damaged. I don't think we're going to get it. But man, those PTRSs have a heavy boom, son.
That was a lot of DACA.
And the tail of the tape is pretty obvious there. I mean, 545 to 1185.
Mm-hmm.
From a kills perspective, Ziskun's got a couple kills. From a losses perspective, that kind of tells it right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Right Eagle definitely had the more generous deck, but he does place himself in third place for the tournament. So, congratulations, Right Eagle.
Yes, indeed. Now, of course, it does mean that Brigadier General Tur over here is going to go for a rematch with Herr Robert.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just perplexed to see what he could possibly do to last longer than he has already.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting matchup for the finals.
It certainly will be. But folks, you need to come back and check that out in a couple of days, which in fact I believe will be Saturday. So come back on Saturday if you want to see how all this drama finally plays out. Any last thoughts there, Rang?
None.
Well, folks, in that case then, we will see you bright and early on Saturday. Until that time, though, I'm Conolwork.
I'm Rangroo. Take it easy.